course, the Ontario Women Storm. We'll call them the Ontario Storm for short. And just in case you missed it, the Ontario Blues won that one in convincing fashion as we watch the Wolfpack, the Blues. Who we got here? The Wolfpack tunneling up and welcoming the Wolfpack onto the pitch here. So great camaraderie between the men's and women's teams here as this Prairie Wolfpack team made up of members of the provincial teams of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. So essentially a home game for these players. Taking a look at the lineup, Jocelyn Bertit in the front row. Emily Totosi's the captain. Brittany Boschman is also in the front row. Second row, Jordan Podolak, Mackenzie Morisseau. Julia Folk is on the flank with Darcy Dickinson. Gabrielle Senf is the number 8. Karina Stevenson, scrum half with July Meyer at outside half. In the centers, Maddie Graham and Sia Trafford. On the wing, Emily Cook with Jill Tatrin. And the impressive triple try scorer last night, Allie Wicklum. On the bench, Savannah Collison, Jennifer Appleby, Coraline Cafaro, Eden Hoff, Dana Benachek, and Shannon Chisholm, along with Raven Francoeur. For the Ontario Storm, Elizabeth Thompson, this is their first game of the tournament. Elizabeth Alves and Susan Garwood. Second row made up of Emily Kerwin and Natalie Cuison. Brooke Newsom is the flanker with Emily Babcock at the other flank. Ingrid Krausbar is number 8. Michaela Irving and Julia Schell will be the halfback partnership. Kelsey Owen and Brianne Keo Chin in the centers with Madison Bretan on one wing and Roberta Drummond on the other. Fullback as Petra Woods. Caitlin Richard, Dominic Rumble, Kayla Moling, Cassidy Calvert, Hannah Howden, Catherine Iliano, and Angela Godfrey will come off the bench in support.
Ready, Blue? Time on. Scrum.
Let's get back, guys. Let's go.
I want you nice and square, straight.
Seconds. Lock.
Crouch.
Down. More.
Bind. Sit. Apart. Take a step closer.
Seconds. Locks. Back out. Squeeze.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
2, 3.
Stay.
Ready?
Knock on at the back of the scrum.
Yeah, take a breath, girls. There you go, ladies. Stand in there. Does it feel good, Em? Yeah, just watch your height, that's all. Second.
Crouch. Stand. You're still a little bit too far. Thank you.
Second. Lock. Come in. Back out. Squeeze.
Crouch.
Come in. Down.
Bind. Sit.
2, 3. Squeeze.
So referee Christine Wolf will reset that. The young lady to watch is the fullback for this Wolfpack team, Allie Wicklum. When she gets ahead of steam up, not many people are going to get a hand on her.
Sit.
3 spectacular tries last night to open this tournament. Loose ball taken by Ontario now. Service back from Michaela Irving. Four minutes gone in this game. No score. Now Ontario showing some go forward. Going back the other way, see what can happen there. Some overlapping numbers developing for the Blues there if they can just get the ball down the line. Another spilled ball. We'll see the Wolfpack with a scrum opportunity. Great to be able to bring you these pictures. And I started to say last game went 45-3 to the Ontario Blues, but we did have a power outage partway through the second half. And unfortunately, all this great stuff we use to bring you the pictures on the internet doesn't work well without power. So we've actually lost a chunk of that game. We'll be putting part of the first half up online later for you to have a look at. Getting a little isolated now, running in front into her own player. Should have been an accidental offside. Now the Blues coming away with that at breakdown time. No, comes back Wolfpack side. And it's a real scatter for that ball. Yeah, Blues still have it now. Great tackle by Karina Stevenson, the scrum half. And now there's a gap. That's more like it for Ontario. Good shimmy step. And getting around the outside corner, maybe not. Caught up, number 10, Julia Schell. Lots of friends in support now. Blue jerseys in great numbers. 10 meters out. That's the tight head, Susan Garwood, going into contact. Now just 5 meters out. Ontario patient now. They haven't been down into the Wolfpack end so far in the game, and now they're making great use of the ball. As Ingrid Krausbar into contact. That's the fly half. She'll score. Arm goes up. Julia Schell with the opening score of this game.
Julia Schell with the first try of the game. Ontario 5-0.
So good bit of pressure built up by the Blues there. Really that can of corn cracked open by Schell with a big run from midfield. And she put a great shimmy step on, but a cover tackle brought her to ground. But that didn't mean she didn't have some support coming, and she had 6 or 7 players in support. Established the ruck, and then that quick ball out And maybe 5-6 phases later, there was Shell to clean up the pass and go in herself for the opening score here at Regina Rugby Park. Conversion kick to come here. Smooth looking conversion attempt. Flags go up to make it 7-0. That's the winger, number 11, Madison Breton, that put that kick across. So she's got speed and an accurate boot to boot. So good start here by Ontario, and that will make for interesting contest here after such a one-sided affair against BC last night. The Wolfpack now being asked some hard questions. Allie Wicklum really getting the first touch of the ball. She picks it up. Good first step. Gets around a would-be tackler. She's brought down just over halfway. Ball staying Wolfpack side. That's the flanker, Darcy Dickinson, taking it in. The fly half, Meyer. She scored a couple of times. Loose ball gone to the Ontario side. But the referee, Wolf, saying, not so quick. We're going to have a scrum from a couple of knock-ons there. That ball not coming out tidily. Wolfpack putting all kinds of pressure on the Blues. Now bobbled ball. We're going to have a scrum depending on what happens here. Wolfpack playing advantage. And advantage will be over. Good job. They didn't waste the opportunity that came with that spilled ball. Meyer spreading it right. Oh, and stepping into the line was a Blues player.
Offside.
I think it was Brienne Keo-Chin. She's called for offside. She kind of left early there, and that's why she was standing around with a bunch of Wolfpack players when the ball came down the line. Doesn't take much, just leaving a hair early, especially when you're far down the line. You think, no one's going to notice me. Well, the referee noticed her as Allie Wicklum gives that one a nice long ride into touch. Boy, that was a great kick. And that puts her team down about 10 meters out from the line. And they've done particularly well with their lineouts by last night's performance anyway, as an indicator. Can the Wolfpack deliver a clean ball? Get the ball down the line. Early lift by Ontario, nearly penalizable. But if that's a word, I might have made that one up. That's the lock, Jordan Podolak. She's the kicker for the team too when needed. Oh, and poor handling gives Ontario a chance now. Spilled ball going the other way. Advantage be over on that one already. And here's Ontario trying to convert a mistake into an opportunity. Clean passing from the Storm. Julia Schell distributing well. Midfield now. Kelsey Owen. Storm need to spread their attack out a little bit. They're maybe a little too bunched up. As the Wolfpack, they're ready to absorb all that potential energy. Argument could have been made for crossing there. Now nearly the outlet pass that they were looking for, but still fierce tackles being put in. Second time I've seen Karina Stevenson tackling like a flanker. She's the scrum half. Things getting spicy in there with the tackles. Stevenson slow to get up after her efforts. Blues patient in their build-up here. They scored the first try of the game a few minutes ago. Now 13 minutes gone in this game, and it's really been played in the midfield area for the past few minutes. Outlet pass now from Brianne Keogh-Chin. Ball's gone to ground, but no knock-on indicated. Now rolling maul being organized here. Spin pass going back left now. One more to go, and the loose pass betraying the Ontario attack. Madison Breton couldn't get to it. It's a knock-on. It'll be a scrum to the Prairie Wolfpack. Wolfpack trailing by 7 here in this first half.
I need you square. Take a little step. Everybody shuffle forward. Thank you. Nice and square.
Wolf offering up some instructions how she'd like to see the scrum. Of course, the scrum laws changed this year, so new instructions. Bind.
Set.
And then set is the engage point. And I feel like scrums have been a lot smoother since they introduced it. That ball coming out like a rocket to Meyer. Whoa, and a thundering tackle from a Storm player. What can you expect from a Storm player but a thundering tackle? Blues with that ball now. So physical team and a big team. Can see at certain positions they are just really offering up some size there. And no fear of going into contact. This is U20 big girl rugby, and they are playing hard out there. Quick ball down the line into a pair of Wolfpack tacklers. Kelsey Owen brought to ground. That's Irving getting it out now to the wing, Breton. Breton almost getting isolated there, and Senft piling in on top of her. And now a double whistle here, and we may be having our first water break, or no, we've got maybe an injured player. It is a water break. So we'll take that opportunity to tell you folks about some of our sponsors, including the Dairy Farmers of Canada. They can support DHL. Evolve Functional Fitness. Gold Corp. The Government of Canada. Johnsonville Sausages, Under Armour, and Rugby Canada Year in Sport Initiative by It's great to have all that support from our sponsors. As we're enjoying temperatures of about 28 today here in Saskatchewan. It's been fine weather since we arrived. A little bit of rain prior to yesterday's game.
They signal the game back in. I'll bring your attention back to the south end of the field where we've got a variety of merchandise available. And just add a quick thanks to some of our sponsors, HBI Office Plus, Canadian Sports Insurance Brokers, and the Universal Prison Center. Help make this game possible.
It's your scrum on the 5. Thank you.
So, halfway point.
Time on.
As you heard Paul Birch saying, 15 minutes gone, and Looking at a 7-0 score for the Ontario Storm, but after that initial score, the Wolfpack have really shown some feistiness and fought back in this game and have enjoyed a lot of possession. Big push put on by the Storm, but the Wolfpack equal to it. Now that ball's gotten a little messy. That'll be a penalty. Engaging the scrum half before that ball came out. Can't do that. Now a little bit of discussion amongst the Wolfpack, and it'll be the second row. Jordan Podolak will give it a quick ride into touch. Not a move you see a lot in rugby, the second row, offering up the kicks to touch. Podolak is going to come out as an extra attacker, a short line out being offered up in front of our position here. Totosi, the captain, will throw it in. Bit of movement in that line. Big jump. Clean ball. Nice transfer over to the scrum halves. Number 9, Stevenson. And now there's a big attack run from the flanker, Julia Folk. At the 22-meter line of the Storm. That gets to Allie Wicklum, the fullback. Waiting for her to impose herself on this game as Totosi gets it now from the pass from the ruck. Meyer linking with Podolak. And a lot of good go forward here by this Wolfpack team. Oh, and intercepted. It won't go the other direction. Immediately snapped up by the back row. Senft. Ontario trying to make some lemonade out of that lemon. Now good hookup with the outside center, Brianne Keo-Chin. She's staying on her feet. Ball's released now to a trailing Blues player. Quite pick up who that was. Spinning it back now, delayed pass. Oh, and things starting to develop nicely for the Storm here. They've taken that ball some 40 or 50 meters in this passage. Phase after phase being put together here by the Storm. Loose pass, it went back, says Wolf. Oh, and big, powerful pumping of the legs by Petra Woods. Folk stealing the ball there now for the Wolfpack. Can they get it going the other direction? They may want to just give it a big punt over the top. You've got Petra Woods by herself back there. Maybe put her under some pressure. And static. Knock on. Is it a knock on, or did they just the ball wasn't created? Yeah, the ball wasn't coming out. So.
Mark.
Here we go. Second. Walks.
No, straight back.
Huh?
No, straight back.
Walks, please.
Crouch.
Get in. Down.
Head up, Julia. Bind.
You got her.
Sit.
Big push being put on by the Wolfpack. Now step inside by the inside center, Kelsey Owen. Wolfpack doing everything they can to bring down this Storm attack, but that's Suzanne Garwood. That ball's gone loose, going back the other way. And now Wicklum giving it a kick down the field, and that's a good pressure reliever. It'll bring the Blues back some 20 meters. And they'll have the line out, but better than the attacking formation that was developing in front of them. that a clean take? No, I think the Prairie Wolfpack might have gotten to it. Advantage being played, knock on in the line. Nothing coming, says Wolf will have the scrum from that knock. .23 minutes gone now in the second half. So other than the opening score, there hasn't been a lot of opportunities either way. Wolfpack had a couple of close opportunities in the Storm end, but usually resulted in a spilled ball or some kind of a steal at the breakdown, and the Blues would bring it back. So yeah, the last game we were going along great, streaming and watching the Ontario Blues have a big win, and then the power went out in this part of Regina, and so unfortunately we lost everything. Planes taking off overhead. You might hear the jets from time to time. Oh, look at that, a Rugby Canada sponsor plane taking off, DHL right overhead. So that scrum not looking too tidy. It's coming out Ontario side. Tidy spin pass out to the wing now. That's Bertan. She's brought down by a pair of tacklers. No, one tackler. Didn't need two players to bring her down. And now that's a fly half. Shell linking up. Shell with it again. She's got a nice pass to the right. Ingrid Krausbar now taking it for a good run. Now that's come back. Oh, off the boot. That's maybe a hand touched it as well. Hard to say from this distance, but ball shot back nicely, and then it looked like went off a foot of a Storm player. Net result, a scrum to the Prairie Wolfpack. Stevenson got that in cleanly. One-handed pass from the number 8 Senft from the back of the scrum. Julia Folk. The ball goes backwards now. Podolak takes that into contact. Advantage over, says Wolf. A Wolf refereeing the Wolfpack. Nice run here, and bundled into touch is the wing on the far side, number 14. I look like 14, but there is no 14 on this team, so reserve judgment as to who that was from the Wolfpack running down there. So Folk, the flanker, created a bit of a half break there. She's slow to get into the line, but here she is now. Tosi at the bottom of that pile. Another knock on. So a lot of little mistakes in this game, and if you're the Prairie Wolfpack, it might be because you just had a game the night before. Granted, they're 60-minute games, but a game's a game. Boy, you can feel all the bumps and the knocks. This is the Storm's first game, and so they're probably just settling their nerves and getting themselves sorted, but they'll have lots of opportunity to play more games here throughout the week. Now here's the Blues with another chance. Running down the field. Looks like that was Natalie Cuison. Storm with all kinds of numbers to the left. Should have kept passing. They would have had it out to Bertan and a score at that point, but now a penalty against the Wolfpack. So second bite at the tri-apple here. Electing to go straight spin down the line. That'll be Bertan. She just gets pulled awkwardly over the line, but she touches it down ultimately, not before a great defensive effort from the Wolfpack. And that'll put the Ontario ladies up 12-0. So Bertan will take the kick as well after scoring, and she launched a beauty for the first try. Very strong effort that came around. See if she can do it again. She's got a nice little traffic cone there to kick off of. So Bertan, considering this right-footed kick, hits it, and it'll go across the front of the posts, and it'll stay 12-0. 29 minutes gone in this game, probably a couple more because we did have a stoppage for water there, and then we'll be into halftime. Roughly about a 7-minute halftime in this abbreviated form of the game, and actually more like 5. And still got another game to go. Who's our next game there, Paul? Just off the top of your head. Oh, didn't mean to catch you short, buddy. Men's action under 19. The BC taking on the Voyageurs from Eastern Ontario and Quebec in our next game at 7 o'clock. So triple header days here every day in Regina, except for yesterday. It's a single effort. Another knock on. It'll be a scrum for the Wolfpack.
So with that score, we'll be looking at 12-0 for Ontario.
Listen close, ladies. You don't need to be. Crouch.
Get in. Squeeze down. Lower. Low, Jordan.
Bind. Set.
Ball's come out the side of that scrum, and now Ontario on the front foot. Drop ball. We'll have another scrum. Hot day for the forwards to repeatedly bind and set down for a scrum. Likely our next stoppage will take us into the break. Big push from the Wolfpack. Now down the line cleanly. That's Jill Tatrin. We do have a 14 out there, Paul. Do you see a 14 on the sheet there? I don't.
Nope, I'm wondering if that needs to be a 24. I don't know.
Yeah, but she's wearing 24 out there. No, you don't need to apologize. I'm wondering where they found that 14 jersey. Oh, big dump tackle and almost a concern for a penalty there. She never really lifted her up off the ground. Advantage being played now from the spilled ball. They can just go straight down the line. Oh, agonizingly off the fingertips of the Storm player, the outside center, Brianne Keo-Chin. And that'll take us to halftime. Ontario leading the Prairie Wolfpack 12-0. You're watching Canadian Rugby Championship action from Regina, Saskatchewan. Back with more in a moment.
Looking for some quality family time this spring? Why not visit the Butchart Gardens? Okay, at first I wasn't sure, but wow, the colors and fragrance, it's truly beautiful. And there's plenty of family activities to enjoy, including the Rose Carousel, the Family Discovery Walk, and great dining options. Youth and Child 12-month passes make it easier to take it all in now and all year long. The Butchart Gardens. I'm sold, and my ladies love it.
Express. We score at the speed of yellow.
Rugby Canada is committed to growing the sport of rugby amongst women and girls across the country. The success of our Sevens team on the world stage is helping to drive this growth, and we're proud to partner with Canada's dairy farmers on the Fueling Women Champions initiative, sharing their mission to increase the number of women's rugby fans and participants nationwide.
So Ontario leading 12-0 here, and as we get ready for the second half of this Canadian Rugby Championship game between the Storm and the Prairie Wolfpack. Wolfpack, big win last night, 39-0 over BC. If this Ontario score were to hold up, that would certainly make for an interesting log jam early in this tournament, and every game is certainly going to count going forward. The game's been pretty static in the midfield area. Not a lot of visits by either team to inside the 22 area. A couple of bites at the apple. Only in the opening few minutes when Julia Schell, the fly half, managed to finish off a pretty impressive multi-phase move. She ran some 50 meters to set up the ruck, and then it moved a few phases over and then came out to the right, and she took it home from about 5 meters out. The Storm will kick this game off. Referee Christine Wolf in charge, the lady in the middle. And there's a knock-on from the kickoff. Blues playing from left to right on your field, and they've got a bit of an attack organized now. Just staying on her feet. The Blues player, I want to say maybe number 8, Ingrid Krausbar. And a try. And let's see who's carrying that ball away from that. What number? Paul is unsure. Is he going to commit? Yeah. It could be Brooke Newsom. Yeah, he's saying he feels it's number 6 for Ontario. Oh, that's a terrible font for a jersey. Could be Natalie Cuisin. Or maybe it's Cuisian. I'll get clarification from the coach. As Chris Descosa walks by us here, I want to say hello, BC coach. Perfect conditions in terms of the wind here. And, that one just off the left post there. So the score will stay 17-0. I had that one on for you now.
Keep the score at 17-0.
So it'll be Wicklum, the fullback, to restart this game for the Wolfpack. She scored 3 tries last night against British Columbia. Been quiet in this game today. I think she could be a difference maker as that ball bobbles off the hands of number 8, Gabrielle Sent. But no knock-on being called there, and surprising crowds even calling for the knock-on, but play continues. That's Shell taking that into contact. And now things really developing well. Good trailing support now. And a big finishing tackle for another try. And we're going to have to find out who that was for it.
Another quick one by Ontario, 22-0.
So the cracks starting to appear in the Wolfpack armor there. Maybe you could swing across, show them, Patrick, just for a quick minute. They're all having a quick discussion about how to fix things, and they're not out of this yet, but they've got to get things firing here. So we go back to the kick now. It's going to be a long effort. Some good leg there. Last one hit the post. This one sneaks across the bar. Fantastic kicking effort to put Ontario to 24-0. That was Breton. Madison Breton. Nice restart from Wicklum. Another knock on. This one picked up by Wolf. The last one wasn't, and it carried on and ultimately resulted in a try from that whole sequence. We'll have the scrum here for the Wolfpack, so they'll enjoy this bit of possession into Ontario half and see if they can't convert that into some points.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Stevenson gets that in, and out comes a Sent with the ball in hand. She's a handy player around the park. Now the fly half Meyer. Good distribution to midfield, but the Ontario Storm defense, they're waiting as a welcoming party. And now that's Podolak brought to ground. Penalty, not releasing the ball after she was tackled. You got to let go of it instantly. And referees just do not give you any chance other than immediately to do it. Sent catches that before it finds touch. Does a shimmy step. She's gone a good 2-3 meters. Gets that ball back, Wolfpack side. Spin pass to Meyer. That's Totosi, the captain. She's tackled. Stevenson, oh, that ball's stolen by Ontario. Oh, a bit of loose pass, but coming back. Offside. Oh, and then the quick tap goes awry. So opportunity lost there from that penalty. It'll be a scrum. Is it going to be a scrum? No. She's given her another chance. Interesting. So I guess, yeah, kicked forward. It's not a knock-on. But now she's kicked it twice. She's kicked it twice in taking that penalty. So it shouldn't be a Wolfpack line-out. It should be a Blues or a Storm line-out. But
He's behind the line.
number 20 for the Prairie Wolfpack, Eden Hoff, leaving the field. Meyer, big tackle being put on number 12, Maddie Graham. She has stood up as she went into the line. Now penalty offside by Ontario. Quick tap from the scrum half, Stevenson. Screaming for it, the outside center, number 13, Sia Trafford. Couple of meters out. Wolfpack trying to be patient here. They don't want to knock this ball on here. Coming back left now. Oh, and a big tackle, but the pass getting down the line. Bit loose. Stays back, though. Maddie Graham with it, trying to sneak through some cover. She's 3 meters out. Now that's Jocelyn Bertit. Couple of meters out. Good build up here. Now that's going to be a try from the scrum half. Karina Stevenson. She gets it across. It's signs of life in this Prairie Wolfpack team here in the second half.
Wolfpack, put 5 under the posts.
So it'll be Podolak to take the extras, and you never say never after the attack that they put on BC last night. I feel like this Wolfpack team does have the horses to get back in this game. It's 24-5. The kick will make it 24-7. It's a start. It is a start, and they've got about 20 minutes to figure out this Blues team. Straight through the posts and over onto 25th Avenue there. Makes it 24-7. And more importantly, the Blues are going to kick them back the ball because that's the way it is in rugby. Rugby certainly enjoying a boost this past weekend. Toronto, the Pan Am Games. Canada's men's and women's sevens team taking gold and adding to the impressive Team Canada total of golds that are being rung up there this week. That ball hasn't gone 10, and now it takes an awkward bounce. And Ontario flanker number 7, Emily Babcock, finally touches it and says, all right, let's get things going here at halfway. Great ad in the Globe and Mail if you had a chance to see it. A congratulations ad to both teams, just showing how far the sport of sevens has come as it gets ready to go in the Olympics next year in Rio. Great, impressive effort out of the Americas, taking on all comers. Men's and women's teams coming away winners. And these athletes you're looking at here, some could be wearing sevens team jerseys, others 15 teams jerseys, as the Wolfpack now asking some questions of the Storm. Darting back to clean up that loose ball is Roberta Drummond. Wolfpack trying to get at that ball, and now some pressure as the kick came over the top, but offside the call from referee Wolf. So the Blues, I keep calling them the Blues. I see the blue jersey. It's the Storm. Will kick into touch, and that adds a little bit to their effort, but not much. I'll have a substitution now. Number 24 going off for the Prairie Wolfpack, and that is Jill Tatrin. Clean take from the line out there. The flanker, Brooke Newsom. Now another big run being put on by the Storm. No look backwards pass goes loose. Raven Francoeur out there on the field now for the Wolfpack. Good ball out by the Wolfpack here. And now, odd decision by the inside center, Maddie Graham. She decided to kick it and kicked it right into the arms of her Blues opposite number. And, you know, if you're going to do a chip and chase, you got to be able to have something to chase. That one just ended up dead in the arms of the Blues Storm. I'm going to pay $1 fine to myself every time I say that. That ball on the ground. Stevenson trying to get to it. Knock on indicated. Advantage being played to the Blues. Oh, and another knock on. This one coming from Natalie Quiescent. And now a penalty coming. Offside. Wicklum will come up. Give this one a ride down the pitch. That's a decent touch finder. Picks up about 25 meters of territory into the Storm half. They will have the line out. Good stuff here from the Prairie Wolfpack now. They've passed the gain line. A rolling effort from Julia Folk. Did she release that ball? I don't think she was touched. Off the shoulder of flanker Darcy Dickinson. Disappointment for the Wolfpack. They'll have the knock on, taking possession away. It'll be the Storm with the put in, but a bit of enterprise there shows what this Wolfpack team can do. They've just got to string together a few more phases like that. Seven. 24-7 the score here. We've got a big jet coming on approach. You might hear it behind. The jet's landing at Regina Airport, about 200 feet off the ground from our position. Pretty impressive. Glad the pilots know what they're doing. Any little mistake here would be pretty frightening as we bring the scrum back. I know we're having a water break. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors here at Rugby Canada and the Canadian Rugby Championship. Our thanks to Dairy Farmers of Canada, DHL, their company, Evolve Functional Fitness, Gold Corp, the Government of Canada, Johnsonville Sausages, Under Armour, and the Urine Sport Government of Canada initiative by Rugby Canada match at the Rugby Canada store. A quick water break here. They'll be back to action now. Temperatures abating here late in the afternoon, just coming on 6 o'clock in the evening in Saskatchewan. Wherever you're watching us from, we appreciate you taking the time and effort. So we'll start it with the scrum here, and it's going to be Karina Stevenson putting it in for the Wolfpack. That's Wicklum. This is what we've been waiting to see, the Allie Wicklum show. She quickly offloads to a trailing Stevenson, but they're showing a little more impetus now, as Lou said. Jocelyn Bertit goes into the line. Looks like that might be Folk doing that. Stevenson going back right. Wicklum takes a couple of steps. She's brought down hard. Now big blast of the whistle. Offside. Quick tap. Darcy Dickinson at the line. Did she take it across? Well, Dickinson got it to the line. It's number 4, Podolak, Jordan Podolak, and she scored, and she's going to do the kick. She's coming back to take the kick. Why wouldn't she have picked up the ball if she was taking the kick if she scored? All right, I'm not sticking with Podolak as the try scorer on that one. We're going to have to get a verification, but nonetheless, the Wolfpack chipping away at that Ontario lead. Big question is, a score of 24-12. Will there be enough clock left for them? I mean, we should be coming. We got about another 6-7 minutes, I guess, with the halftime that we had. What time with this game? 15 minutes? Yeah.